Number 96, set to kick off.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Durham. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air on first down. Complete. Push down for the tackle. The Tigers are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
It's complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Levin. Oh, they're after him. Complete to the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. The give to Caden Durham. Still on his feet at the 45. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. On first down, it's Durham again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Working that left side. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. It'll be 3rd and long. Handoff, Caden Durham. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive.
Well, they try to go with the draw out of the shotgun, but just way too much penetration allowed up front. That defensive line just took that play over.
They get off the rock really fast, get in the backfield. The offensive linemen are supposed to push them upfield. Quarterback's got to sell it. Not anything really in that play in sync, and it doesn't go anywhere.
Number 20, set to kick it off.
And he's not going to take the touchback. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll start on the ground with Brown. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Finds his man. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Quick step and go. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Texas! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. On third down, here's Durham.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all 3 levels of the...
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Really nice timing on that throw by the quarterback. Took his steps, he hitched, he got rid of it quickly on a line, put it on his guy running straight down the field, and he's able to catch it in the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. They'll start on the ground with Brown. There he goes. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense in their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Throwing Manning. Fires left. A strike downfield. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Now on first down from the 28. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections. But the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead. And a lot of times for a loss and put the offense in a bind.
The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Manning fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
And the Longhorns are threatening on first and goal. Going to the run, it's Brown. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Longhorn! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. He hung in there as long as he could, and it paid off.
What toughness. I mean, QB just hanging there, knowing you're going to get hit, but still throwing a strike down the field. Offensive linemen are going to love that guy.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
Texas, 28, LSU, 10. Number 96, set to kick this one away.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Scanning the field, it's Levin. Quickly to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
LSU right back to the line.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy.
He's going to fire deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Might be changing the route. Off the play fake. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Levin. It's complete on the right side. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go back to the air on second down. He fires to the left side. Makes a connection. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Touchdown, Tigers! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
The textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing, you need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown.
Numbers play. Set to kick off.
And he's going to bring this one out. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We start with a look at Rutgers, taking on the number 20 team, the Boston College Eagles. And it's the Scarlet Knights with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. The result today gets them back to 500. It's something they harped on in practice all week, and they will celebrate this one for at least 24 hours. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Finding open areas. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more. Oh, he's got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be tackled right at the 32, and a pretty good job on the return to set up his offense. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. He's now piled up 68 yards on the ground for them so far, has his eyes set on that 1,400-yard mark. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Dropping back, it's Levitt. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. LSU quick to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
He lost one down the sideline. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down. 4th down coming from the 48.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were in the last 4th down.
Trying to pick up the 1st out of the backfield. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the 3rd. Back to throw, it's Levitt. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked. Got enough space. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24.
35. LSU, 24. Number 12, set to kick it away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. And after that last score, this is just a two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense might bring the house here. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Arch is going to throw for it. Got him downfield. Good, solid tackle.
And you see the wide receiver, he's got to push up field, make it look like he's going deep, but does a really good job sitting down on that curl, catching the ball, and then as soon as you catch that thing on that curl route, get upfield, get positive yards. Nice route by that wide receiver.
He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Makes it past the marker. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Got a little grass. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug-meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting to first?
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Again, it's Brown. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Unloads to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Levin. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. The Tigers headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is up?
Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game.
Here's a little room there. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Here's a give to Durham. It's a fumble. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? 2nd down after the offense recovered its own fumble. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Takes a shot. And his throw is incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Here's the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
This quarterback has been...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Lets it fly. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Handoff for Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They go play action with Manning. Under fire. Looking for a huge play. It's him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Texas. And the punishment has been extended. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
He'll bring it out. It's Durham. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the... Snags it, and there's running room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Tigers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. To the air, it's Levitt. Under fire. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Got room on the return. Past the 10. Touchdown, Longhorn. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the fourth quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Number 96, set to kick this one away.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Handoff, Durham running left. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Wants to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Handoff, Caden Durham. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. The run inside. It's Berry. Might have a chance. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Running the red zone. It's Barry. Breaks into the open. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. LSU right back to the line. To the air. It's Blevin. He's going for the goal line. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Madden with a play fake. Looking to the big tight end. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Missed the connection on second, now looking at a third down. Trying play action. Here comes the heat. Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on third down. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And he missed it. No good. Because no game is perfect, something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film. First play of the drive comes from the 41.
Man, that was going to be a bomb. There are a lot of NFL kickers that wouldn't make that field goal.
To the air, it's Levin. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Here's Manning to throw. It's complete to the left. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Running inside, it's Brown. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Stumbled to the ground. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
There we go, defense. That's the play you needed to have. All night long, you've been giving up big ones to this offense. That's why you're in the position you're in right now, down by multiple possessions. But finally, they come away with their first sack.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Fourth down, Manning. Lets it fly deep downfield. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Paul.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Touchdown, Texas. A pick 6. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving. Just feeds the running back. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll try to run for it. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Wants to throw. It's Levitt. Pocket breaking down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. The offense changing the play. They'll throw it from the red zone. Lets it fly. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and that's just a little window dressing as this game is over. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it for us.